Riding with Matt Gomez. It's Monday night, April 25th. What do you have to say, Matt?
Is this your video diary?
Yeah,
video diary?
I could make one. I should start one, actually.
I was gonna put a title to it, but I'm bad with titles.
Let's make up
Put me on the spot. If that red light wasn't on, I wouldn't feel so on the spot. I think we're speeding. Hey, I fell in the river right there, apparently. The Blue Lagoon. Running from the cops. Drunk Super Bowl Sunday night.
You're running from the cops?
Yeah. You wanna hear the story?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
I remember this.
You haven't heard the story?
No, I haven't.
I was at, what's his name? Sebastian's house, okay? And I bought some blow from him. Or not from Sebastian, but somebody at his party. And I sort of was really drunk, and not so much drunk as I was ridiculously barred out. And I decided I was gonna break the cocaine up on the counter in front of everybody and just snort it right fucking there. And they're like, "What are you doing, man? You can't do that here." Da, 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 da. I was like, "What are you talking about? You can't do drugs that you buy at a house, at that house? What kind of hypocrisy is this?" And so they kicked me out, and I was with whoever, and they were like, "Man, just come back in and take your jacket off, and they won't even recognize you because they're already drunk. Everybody's drunk." I was like, alright, so I take my jacket off, I go back in, I'm standing there barred the fuck out. Didn't get to do any of my cocaine, so I'm still all downered out. And this guy walks up to me, which I didn't know who it was, but he walked right past me and he said, "Fuck you," and I didn't know if he was talking to me or who the hell he was talking to. But I was barred out at the time, so I didn't care who he said it to, I was just gonna say it right back. And so I said, "Fuck you, man." I flipped him off. Well, turns out that was Sebastian. And he finished his game of Pong that he was playing right next to me, and he said "fuck you" apparently to the other team, and whatever. He looks at me, he's like, "Look, you don't ever tell me fuck you in my own house," and da 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 da, and he tries to give me all these rules, and I'm like, you don't give a barred out person all these, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You should have told him, like...
It was like he was testing me, and I was like...
Yeah, you should have told him, like, yeah, I'm fucked up, man.
So I looked at him, they say, I don't exactly remember this part, but they say I looked at him, and I put my case of beer on the floor very slowly, and I looked up, and I said, "Fuck you, man," with the two fucking middle fingers, and he kicked me out of his house. He was like, "Get the fuck out of my house." Like, "Fuck you, I don't need your fucking house." And he goes, "Leave my beer there." And I was like, "Man, fuck you, this is my fucking beer." And I left. And I walked about 2 or 3 city blocks before I got to that church over there across from AutoZone, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
In O'Reilly?
The one we just passed by, yeah.
Yeah, literally I was by the trash can by that church, and I was just walking around, and a cop fucking cruises past me at 5 fucking miles an hour.
You have beer on you and shit?
I had a case of beer on me, marijuana, Xanax, and cocaine. And I had to go to court the next month from the Super Bowl Sunday.
Wait. Okay, yeah, keep going.
Yeah, I had to go to court for possession under 2 ounces, which I did go for, and apparently I got my court date got reset, so I gotta go back there again. I don't even know. I didn't even talk to an attorney or nothing. Anyhow. Yeah, the cop car cruised past me at 5 fucking miles an hour, and after it passed me, it busted a bitch at the stop sign, and it started coming back towards me, and at that point I dropped my case of beer, and I just started running like hell. And I don't remember, this is where it gets really blurry, but I was in people's backyards, hiding in truck beds, and at some point in time I fell into a body of water so deep that my entire body was just like drenched in water. And then after that, I got out and ran around for at least another hour in Seguin before I wound up at D-Hart's house. And it's hilarious because I got to Cherry Street and I was like, I don't even know which direction D-Hart's house is on Cherry Street. I just know it's on Cherry Street. So I just picked the direction and started walking, drenched. And I got there to his house and my cocaine was dissolved. It was nothing. It tasted it tasted like Salimon.
Oh, dude, I tried that before.
My Xanax turned into mush powder, and my weed was soaked, but we threw that shit in the microwave and smoked it anyway.
I tried that before, but it just like, how do you do it? Like, how do you? We put it on on a plate, an actual plate, and it just like kind of melted more. It just turned into a liquid, and it just.
What? Your weed?
No, what? No, not the weed, the coke, but.
Oh yeah, no. Supposedly coke's supposed to throw it in the oven. That's what somebody told me afterwards, but I don't know. I threw that shit out the window.
Tell them to have a book, man. I get some gas.
Yeah.
Okay,
You straight, man.
Did you get that?
Did you get that?
Can I get a book?
Alright, let's roll.